Okay, I'm back.
Well, the light's off.
Oh, okay.
So standby means you're not filming. Okay, so I'm using the original case here as a reference point. So I'm just kind of figuring out how far around this thing is. It's got a lot of taper in it. It's 1.25 taper and a 1/4 inch. Look at that one, it's 3. It's 4,000 way up here, see? You go down here, it's under 2.5. You go over here, it was 2. See, it's 2 down there before it pops off. See a lot of taper in this bushing bearing hole. Okay, that gives me a rough idea the size you might have had it at one time. We know this one's tight, so I want to see what we got. Well, there's one problem. It locks up. That's how tight it is. How can it be that much difference in size? So, remember how your bike's been polarized?
It's been polarized again?
Yeah, stand back a little bit. You're way too close. This brace is not Harley size. It's not even close. That's where I'm at. So, that's 1/7/29. 22, 26, 25, 23. This one's around 23 or 4. So this one here is really oversized. It's not bad. I thought it would. This thing must be right on the verge of bottoming out. Because the bottom's out on that case. See, it goes down to 2. That's weird because the bottom's out sooner over here. Why would it be doing that? That doesn't make sense. I understand how that could be. See, it's going down to 2. We're just above our line here. See, it closes up on a big scale. You go on this one here, and you do the same thing, and it locks up right there. It locks up before the 3. At the other case was over here in the 2.
Mm-hmm.
And see, it's above that 0, so it's not even all the same size. I don't understand why it's doing that. That doesn't make any sense at all. I have no idea why it's doing that. We don't have any clearance, that's for sure. But you would think it'd be able to repeat the same size. It locks up right there. That is weird. I have no idea why it does that. But that's okay, we have a cure for that. It's called change out the washers. There's a 40. This is going to be one of those in-between sizes that we can't use, that they don't make shims for. There's actually a range these calipers will not work for these bore gauges. So I've had to make up my own custom shims. I made 10,000 shims that they don't offer to get you in the middle of that range. Because the scale doesn't work for the diameter you need. So that's what this one here is. Gooby. Yep, that shim is too big. There you go. Now we're back on scale. It's hard to measure when everything's moving like this. Case race is pretty round. It's only a couple tenths out. One-tenth of taper at most. Two-tenths that way. Okay. So now we zero this out. We know we're tight with standard bearings. So now we can go ahead and hone it a little bit. We know where we're at. So I can just add a little extra on my dial here.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I want to go 1 thou bigger, I can hone it for 1 more thousandths. And then go trial fit it and see what happens. The other thing you do is you actually measure it, see what you got. So this one here is 470 and 4/10. So 470 and 4/10. You got the bearings over here. What size your bearings?
We'll find out in just a moment.
They're an 1/8 inch roller. They're 2/10 under. So what's that give you?
I have no idea.
Let's give you all the numbers.
I know.
Read yet?
No.
Why not?
I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning.
Well, I went to bed after 6.
I know.
Okay, we're at 70 and 4/10. You want 9 thou clearance. So we're going to pick up 6 by going up to 0, 71. The rollers are 2/10 under an 1/8, so that gains you 4/10. So
do the
you
math.
add those up. You add those onto the total on top, and you come up with your number. Now this is 470. That's an odd size. It's going to come up with a weird number. You'd think they'd be more of a standardized number. Yeah. It's 470. I'm not reading the mic wrong. So we have to make up a number. I don't have a standard roller for that. So I don't have a standard number. I'd use a mic to set that. Okay, so you got 1.47 and 4/10. Wrong number. 1.470 and 4/10. Now you add in your clearance. 0.000. It would be nice if the calculator actually worked. 1.4704 plus 0.0009. I like 9/10 clearance almost everything.
Mm-hmm.
Then you add in your rollers, which are 0.1248 because they're 2/10 under. 0.1248. So 720 and 9/10. So we'll make that one more bigger. So 721. There ain't no way that's correct. We're at 7. No, that ain't right. Can't be 2. Somebody hit the wrong button. I know what I did. I put 1.125. So it's gonna be 720, but it's 1.720, not 2. My mistake. Okay, so we want 721. I don't have a standard for 721. That's an odd size. So you have to move this mic up to 721. Exactly. At least pretty close to it. And for the hunt part, you got to do it this way. According to that, we're at the right size right now. But we know it's not, because the direct fit did not fit. See, it comes to 0 over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. According to that, it should go right together right now, but it didn't have clearance, but it was tight. So something ain't right.
But it doesn't need much, right?
I need 9/10 or a thou if you want to make it even up. So something was not correct. We had 470, 1.470, 4/10. 0.0009, 0.1248, 0.1248, 721. Number comes out. And that's 721 right there. Actually, it's over there. That's 721 right there. See how it comes out 0?
Mm-hmm.
According to this should all go together. So either I had some rollers that are screwed up. I think they're still sitting there.
Yeah.
Those didn't fall over yet. Oh, now they did. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So now I need a bunch of these.
Are those the same size?
They should be. I gotta find out if there's something goofy in Denmark around here, you know?
No, Poland.
Goofy
Remember?
in Poland? Yeah, but we're not using Poland parts right now.
Maybe they're combat parts.
Is that what it is? So we're gonna measure every stinking one of these rollers and make sure they're not mixed up. So far they're all the same. Except I'm 2/10 tight because it's out of round on the case race, but that ain't enough to cause this not to go together. Shouldn't anyway. Some of these are right on the money, some are 2/10 under, but they got rust preservative on there. I haven't taken off yet, so. Yeah, I measured most all of them. They're all good. So why is it so tight? That's weird. Okay, well either way I'm gonna hone out the 1/4 thou because I know I need at least that. This is for doing the other one, which we already did. So I've had these things not come out correctly on numbers any before on different things. That's why the trial and error always works correctly. My hand's dirty. Stone's not quite true with the stone's big right here and small down there. It's hard to do it.
Mm-hmm.
See a 0 there?
Yep.
0. Over here we got our, right here we're 1/10 under there. 1.5 there. 1 there. That one spot that was when I first showed you was 2/10 under. I'm not sure where that spot was at. We're 1/10 over here. That varies a little bit. Very fine stone, so it doesn't do much cutting. There's a tight spot right there. Alright. I'm going to go clean it up and we'll be back.
Alrighty.
Okay, we're going to try to put the bearings in here. So I'll put a little bit of grease in here on the inside of the bearing race. Try to hold the bearings in there. I'm going to try a little trick. I'll stack the rollers in here and then try to put the gear in after the fact. If it works, it goes a lot quicker, but if the bearings are tight, it won't ever go in. Going by the mics and everything, it should go in, but going by the feel, it doesn't go. I did clean the rollers off too, so they don't have all the rust preservative on them like they had. So that might make them fit a little bit better also. Now you can put at least half of them in this way and then put the gear in it, or not quite. You can put a third of them in there. If it's tight, it'll still go in. I'm going to try to put them as many as I can in here. It's a lot quicker doing it this way if it'll work. Don't have enough grease in there to hold them in. Yeah, they're not staying. They're not going to stay. The grease is sticking more to my damn finger than is the case. The grease isn't sticky enough to do the job. Bearing in there is a track stop. The rollers can only go down so far. Try to get gravity to help me here a little bit. Looks like I cleaned more than 40 bearings. About 20 or 30 extra. Takes 40 to do this. Okay, so I got all those in there. Take the washer, lay it on top. If you're lucky, you'll be able to slide it in there. I made a holding tool by using the main shaft. You back?
I'm back.
Scooby took your spot.
I know, I saw that.
Trying to cheat here. Tight. Doesn't matter what the hell the damn mic says. Tight's tight. Oh, it went in. Ooh, maybe it will work. It got loose. They're all in there. Went in. All of a sudden, pop, and everything went in. Nice studs to hold the case. Camera's not even working at what I'm looking at. Work the camera. Once you flip it around and look at it, you can see what it is. Right toward me. Okay, I'm wiggling a little bit. See how tight it is?
Mm-hmm.
This way here, you got almost nothing. Up and down, we have some. So if you give it a good break in, it's pretty tight. It has clearance. Definitely tighter than I'd run on my bike. You drive like an old man, don't you?
Because I am.
Oh, is that what it was? It's a couple more tenths would be nice, so I might give it a couple more strokes on the hone, but anyway, it's in there, it'll work. It's real tight, which does not leave much room for misalignment, which is what you have with this one there. Next thing is we got to figure out our in-play. So there, I took the in-play out of the window. So now we have no in-play issues. Now we can put this on there directly. We're also missing a lot of the hardware here that holds us on. I think that'll just slide on there. Bearings are trying to come out the other side. Okay, where's your mounting hardware? Remember?
No.
There's some of it. Here's one of them. There's two of them. There's three of them. The thread doesn't like it. You taking pictures of me again?
Yep.
You know I'm self-conscious.
I don't know why.
I don't know why anybody's seeing me.
When you're good.
Still in play. Okay, where's your alignment pins? These ones we're using?
Right there.
I'm going to use these ones here.
Which ones did you like?
Like that one. And that one.
Okay.
These are 5/16 bolts. Any of those?
Just what came out of the other.
Yeah, it studs originally. But we're not using it right now. probably won't fit. Told you it wouldn't fit. Wrong washers. That one fits. We use this one.
That's one of the Polish.
See, this washer doesn't fit because it's a 1/4-inch washer.
Ah,
You just have to make do without a washer. See how it hits unevenly? One advantage of not having the studs in there, I can use bolts. So I can tighten it down quick and simple.
mm-hmm.
Now we have to hold this over here without letting it fall out. Of course, you know how to do that, don't you?
I'll watch you.
I have to use my fingers.
Ah,
Is all I got. What else I could use? There's nothing over here I can use besides my fingers. But I need to get bearings in here, so. Right in here. So we're going to see if these will line up and let us spin them around. I didn't clean the goop off these bearings yet, so.
so it should stick in there and not come out, right?
No, they should be just a little bit tighter than what they're normally going to be.
But they'll wear in.
But they're going in, see.
Yeah.
All we're doing right now is checking alignment. Make sure that the two ends of the transmission line up correctly. Now the tighter you make the bearings, the more critical the alignment is. And that side's extremely tight. And this side here wasn't all that loose either, so it's pretty much about the worst case scenario for alignment right now. The only misalignment we're allowed is a loose bushing over here, which is slightly loose but not super loose. There it goes. I think it's the washer. Yep. Okay, see how that rotates?
Mm-hmm.
Camera's not working very good. You're not filming, so if I got the phone.
Yeah, it's filming.
No, you're filming with your camera, not my camera.
Oh.
Can't see nothing with not filming. Okay, so now we got the high gear over here, which turns freely.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got the shaft right here, which also turns freely.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a free spin, but it's dry. And it's turning, so the alignment's good. So we have no misalignment issues right now, which is good. So this is so the pre-fit looks all right on that. So now we know these two bearings are set correctly, and it's usable. So now we go ahead and set our in plays because we have in play issues we got to deal with. See how much in play we have?
Yeah.
You know why you got so much in play?
Not yet.
Because somebody took out the in play washer right here.
Ah.
So is that washer? Is that how much in play we have? The thickness of one washer? To me it looks like it might be more, but it always looks like it's more. Hold the case. Yeah, holding. See how far it came out? Yeah, it looks about thick as that washer over there. So it might fit together. And we don't have a gasket in here yet either, so gaskets make a difference. I'm gonna use these these original military gaskets, ones I like using. These are vintage too. They're also 75 years old now. Or they're older than that now. Maybe they're 80 years old. These are made out of nice old onion paper material. It never goes bad. And it always seals. That's what I like about it. It doesn't deteriorate. Do that with a modern paper gasket, like these things here. After about 5 or 6 years of sitting around, they turn to crap. These ones here, these are already older than God, and they're still good. So there you go. All right, so this will all fit up pretty good, I think. So tomorrow we get to figure out the in play. So that means tonight we can take this off and you give us some paint on that thing. The case is already painted by using this case. We saved you some time, see?
Yeah.
Yeah, you happy?
But where did that OD green come from? That looks darker than the early.
That's one of Dave's colors. That was one of the last colors he used. This one's rust color, so that's not the right color.
No, that's not the right one.
So we also got to figure out the counter shaft bearings. And do the same way, you do trial and error on those. Oh, that is so damn smooth in there. Oh, that is nice. Oh, oh, that feels great in there. Jeez. Oh, no wonder it's got rust and who knows what else in there. Maybe I'll have to do a little bit of cleaning on that before we start a stuff full of rollers. Yeah. I have to get a little sanding pad in there, scrub pad, and try to knock off the rust. This side looks okay. Yeah, this side over here has some issues. It looks like there's rust in there too. Yeah, that's not very nice right there. I don't like that.
It could be just patina.
Yeah, that feels like it's
Rust.
feels like it's pitted. Maybe we won't be using this gear. I thought this had some good bearing area, but we got the backup one over here. The teeth don't look too good, but the bearing surface is not awful bad.
Is that the one that came out of mine?
Yeah. Yeah, if this doesn't clean up right there, we're not using this. And even though the teeth look good, that bearing area is junk. See how bad it is in there?
Mm-hmm. So, do these ever hone out?
Otherwise, we can grab a couple of them Dixie ones right there. There's 2 of them right there on the shelf.
So, on the battlefield, would they hone this out oversized and then use bearings appropriately?
No, you just leave the rollers out and put the gun and go back on the roller. Use what you got.
Remember, we're going to be traveling next year from Washington, D.C. to San Francisco.
If you want to put 3,000 trouble-free miles on your bike, you don't put crap in it that's going to fail in 5 minutes.
Exactly. That's why I was asking.
So we're cheating where we can, but
Well,
this is a higher level of cheating than the buyer beware Evo motor or shovelhead motor I did.
Yeah.
So anyway, I don't like the teeth on this one because they suck, but I don't like the bearing surface because that sucks. Now one advantage is that's on the low load side, because most of your load is going to be on high gear side. So it's on the kicker side over here, which is low gear. Low gear is in the middle of the shaft, so it's not even on this one, it's way over here. So most of the load is going to be on the other bearing, but still I don't really want to put crappy rollers in there if we can avoid it. So we'll clean it up, see how it looks, but right now this one just kind of shot downhill pretty far on my quality list. So we'll be going back to this, or put the we'll put a new piece of crap India one in there. Alright, well that's it for the night on this one. So we'll get this part, clean it, get it painted.